Modi is one person. I think I'm one of the few South Indian Tamilians who say this. Corruption, politics, எல்லாத்துலயும் corruption. I mean, மானமே போகுது. நான் ஏதோ ஓபன் பண்ணி பயங்கர அடிபட்டு போட்டேன். பட் ஆனா விடவே மாட்டேன். I will never give up. Hire engineers, architects, and you can hire anybody, but you can never hire a. The first thing people don't know would be shocked whenever I tell people is I don't. Never get into things without you having a good amount of experience. Oh, I mean, I have 4 children actually. I mean, 2 twins. I'm sure they have become a sensation right now with their boxing antics, and one of them is a boxer and the other is a lover. So both of them are very famous. I have 2 more older kids, and Sarah and Jonah. Jonah is that his name has been taken up for Jonah's restaurant. Sarah is my eldest daughter. She's a very clever girl, and I think she will be the heir to my business, hopefully. And the 2 are too young to judge. Jonah is a cricket player. I hope he works hard and gets into it, and if he deserves it. And about my mother is a very, very simple lady. I mean, she's a doctor from CMCLO. My father is no more. He died in 2007. I have 2 sisters. My father was excellent disciplinarian, a good provider. My 2 sisters are doctors, and my brother is an engineer. I mean, he has some businesses running. So this is my family. We are very close knit. Everybody is very individual in their capacity. They were all very happy about my success, and they all think, so they actually believe that there is something in me which is in a different level, but God's grace, I think so. See, there are so many instances. Every failure that happens in your life is going to make you stronger. It's going to be a stepping stone for your success, as long as you learn from the lesson that is being taught. So if somebody is trying to teach you a lesson through your failure, learn that lesson. I mean, don't be blind about the entire situation. Just don't think it's a failure. It's not a failure. It is your advantage to become more successful than you are now. So every failure is a lesson. So it's not a failure. Now, having said that, the profit loss is just a small game. This vyabari is, I think, old Sanskrit word. The businessman comes from the word vyabari. So it means vyabam. Somebody told me this. I don't know how far it is true also, but vyabam means loss. Bari means one who can bear loss. So a businessman is one who can bear loss. The fact the loss of my business profit of my, it's a very small game. Is your idea relatable to people? Is your product or service relatable to people? That's the question you should be asking. ட்ரீம் வெஞ்சர்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு வெஜிடேரியன் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக ரன் பண்ணோம். ஏதோ ஓப்பன் பண்ணி பயங்கர அடிபட்டு போட்டேன். பட் ஆனால் விடவே மாட்டேன். ஐ வில் நெவர் கிவ் அப். ஸோ டில் ஐ ரன் அ வெரி சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் வெஜிடேரியன் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட், நல்ல வெஜிடேரியன் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட், ஹையஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் பெஸ்ட் வெஜிடேரியன் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் இன் டவுன் ஆரம்பிக்கிற வரைக்கும் விட மாட்டேன். Very big subject, but of course do's I always talk about the do's always. A lot of discipline, dedication, loyalty, ethics, consistency, hard work, which part of discipline, having patience to work with a lot of people and all this. But don'ts. Never do things which you don't know. Never get into business just because you want to get into business and you don't know what you're getting into. For example, a lot of people think that just because they eat good food and they love good food, they think they can become excellent restaurateurs. They can set up new restaurants, which is a big mistake, and a lot of people have lost a lot of money. Never get into things without you having a good amount of experience, and so the idea is to work and possibly get into it. So that's the biggest don't. And be very ethical also. I mean, always pay your taxes. A lot of people say evade taxes. No, never operate black money, and be very correct with the system. Always consult with a nice auditor and get all the rules. Like, you should be government compliant with PF, ESI, labor laws, TDS, and all these things. So that is a good foundation for setting up a good business. See, I don't want to pinpoint and say this let down. All this nonsense happens in that. In fact, we have written various articles in terms that, in India, it's a very sad state, because pilferage or theft in your business is not taken very seriously by the police, because they say, oh, paavanga theri kashtathil theri. So you are encouraging other people to do the same, which police don't understand, which I've been writing various articles about. So it happens all the time, but you learn, you make a very strong system to avoid all this. You learn from the mistakes where you've let and make a we have internal auditing team, we have disabled so many systems so that we have put cameras right there to watch everything. And we've even said if you're not been given a bill 10,000 rupees, fine. So all this happens, and it should always make you a better person and come back and tackle this entire situation in a much stronger way. But God's grace, 99% I've been blessed with excellent staff. The only thing I would like to say here is my father always said you can hire engineers, you can hire, to the first part of it, you can hire engineers, architects, and you can hire anybody, but you can never hire an accountant. So the thing is, I hold finance alone directly in my hands. So administration is held by the concerned vice president, additional presidents and presidents. So I hold finance very closely, and I look at expansion alone and liaison. So these are the 3 departments I handle. The rest are handled by themselves. The first thing people don't know, would be shocked whenever I tell people is I don't drink or smoke. They're like, you don't drink or smoke? You look like. So the fact that I don't drink or smoke is one big thing they don't know about me. The second thing is I'm a very soft guy actually. A lot of people look at me and they're hard, tough guy. No, I'm not. I'm very soft-spoken man, and I'm a very friendly guy, because I have a lot of friends. Most of my friends are from childhood. We still hang out together, and so a very friendly guy. Love bikes, but not have the chance to ride it in the recent times. But I have some collection of bikes, I love bikes, so I just got myself a small bike, which is a Swedish bike, Swartly pen. நாம் விரும்பும் சென்னைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு எங்கள் பார்ட்டியிலேருந்து ஒரு மேனிஃபெஸ்டோ இருக்குது. It's about clean water, clean drinking water which is available readily. So you need more lakes, so you need to clear all these encroachments, and better roads, நல்ல road infrastructure where you need faster mass transports, like you need more mass transport, you need double roads, for all the trucks and other things. More industries, more clean industries, non-polluted industries, better airports, better infrastructure in terms of buildings. We are definitely a metropolitan city, and so it should be like Singapore or somewhere like that. Faster government effect. They're doing a good job, but especially the Corporation Commission has done a fantastic job during floods, and what it was to what it is, amazing. I don't want to change myself. The minute I change myself, I become one of those. So I don't want to become one of those. I want to be me, and I want to be me. I don't want to change. I want to bring a very genuine setup to politics. I want to change what's happening in politics, and I think is politics dirty? It is because educated people are not getting into politics, and clean people are not being in politics because they are being muzzled out by all these corrupted fellows already. They don't have the guts, because you will be scared of your conscience. மனசாட்சி பயப்படுவீங்க, அவங்களுக்கு அது இருக்காது. So that is something that educated people should have the guts to get into politics and fight for what they believe in, to clean our country and our state and our people. So that is most important. Corruption, politics ன்றத விட எல்லாத்துலயும் corruption. மானமே போகுது. Because sometimes நினைப்பேன், corruption இருக்கக்கூடாது, இது அதுன்னு பேசுறாங்க, but can't they see what's happening? ஒரு போலீஸ் மேனாக இருக்கட்டும், ஒரு எந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டாக இருக்கட்டும், டெல் மீ, ஒரு தாசில்தார் இருக்கார், ரீசெண்டாக மை ஓன் டீச்சர், மதர்ஸ் டெத், காசு கொடுக்க மாட்டேன் அந்த டெத் சர்டிஃபிகேட்டை. எவ்வளோ ஒரு கரப்ஷனு! why are not people seeing it? Where are all the people who are supposed to look at all this, Where is the checking mechanism? It's a very sad and depressing state the entire thing has come to, because it has become the new norm. It is like COVID put a mask, put a corruption we have to put up with in which has to be changed. I love the Chief Minister actually. I had a chance to campaign with him, and I think he's awesome, because after Kamaraj, I think he's the most humble man I've ever met. Being a CM, in fact, we were campaigning together, and it was a small place, and I'm quite big, I'm a 270 pounder, and he was there, and he was so, I was like standing next to the Chief Minister campaigning, I'm like waving all over, and so it was quite an amazing experience. I don't know, I was pushing him a lot because of the size of him, so I'm sorry for that. So that's the message I want to give, but he's amazing, man. He's amazing. I'm a big fan of his. I love him, man, to be very honest. I know I'm going to make a lot of enemies by saying this, but I kind of like him, man. He has whatever of steel, he has those steel I can't say whether I'm allowed to say that. But either all of these terms, I mean, some prime minister has to come and tell you can't be corrupted. Some prime minister has to have the guts to say don't be corrupted. And I think Modi is one person. I think I'm one of the few South Indian Tamilians who say that. I like him, man. I love him. I can't live without self-respect. That's the first thing I think. So I need I need respect. You know, respect is something you can't compromise on. And without respect, you shouldn't be in that place where you're not respected. I can't live without good food because I really love food. You know, because I don't know, from childhood I've been like, it's not a teeny pinter, but it's the quality of food. You know, because I love biryani and I can't. Simple things, you know, simple things like that, you know, I can't live without, because that makes me really depressed and mad if you don't get good, really good food. And you know, other thing is my mom. I love my mom, so I don't know how I can live without her, because yeah, my mom and my 4 kids, you know, so yeah. Oh God. So this is my daughter. This is my daughter, and I open the screen to my 2 twin sons. I'm quite clever that way. Imagine having somebody else now. How desperate that would be.